Okay, and live. I should start doing maybe like a countdown or something. I feel like that's more appropriate. Oh, and I'm just a little out of focus. Yeah, that'll do. If you don't like it, fine. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to One Woman Table. I am the dreaded DM, or Dread, or Caitlin, whatever we are feeling to call me today. Honestly, I'm feeling dread. I'm feeling dread today. That feels like a dreadful day. I did it. Oh, before anyone asks, don't worry about this. It's I have carpal tunnel, and I prefer soft wraps. So I just wrap my hand because my hand's a bit painful. Uh well, sneaky boy. Well, Snee, back in the chat. Can always rely on you. And I just blew out the microphone. Sorry. Um so yeah, that's the first thing I wanted to say before I get started with a brand new game, as you can see right there on the main screen. Um I've just realized I forgot to do my intro. You know what? I'll do my intro. Forget I did all that. It's been a while, clearly. So, here's the intro. We'll be back in 10 to 15 seconds. Enjoy.
Step forward, child. Great adventure awaits you.
And we're back again. I hope that looked well because it looked kind of weird on my OBS screen. But it'll be fun. Snee, you're angry at me? Why are... I'm still angry at you. Why did you have to be so cool? My friends prefer Jill over Snee. I can't help it. As we've discussed, I am older than you, and just age is cooler. And I don't know how else to uh I don't know how else to explain it. Just because I'm an old lady, I have cool old lady vibes, and that's it really. And also I was playing a drunk monk. Who doesn't want to watch that? For anyone who doesn't know, me and Snee, we were on Penny Dragon Games a week or two ago, playing a cheeky little one shot of one of my favorite adventures, the Wild Sheep Chase. Well, it was a kind of twist on the real thing. Um, well, not the real thing. It was the DM Shane, the DM's twist on a very good adventure. So if you guys have the time, I would recommend you go over and check that out. Sheep Mom for the win. So first things first, welcome back everybody. Secondly, just a couple of quick announcements. This is going to be my last Friday stream. Not my last stream ever. Depending on how my ADHD is feeling that day. But I am not going to be streaming on a Friday any longer. I am going to stream on a Wednesday after consultation with some polls that I put up on my Instagram and on my Discord, and talking about it with a couple other people. Wednesdays just seems to be the better day in general for me to stream this type of thing, and also because I've got some fun little projects that I need to have a couple of particular days free. There'll be more on that later. Mysterious, very mysterious. So that's the first thing. I'm streaming on Wednesdays now at the same time. I'll change things. I'll change things on the stream to make sure that everybody is on the same page. the next thing is very last minute announcement, but it was a surprise for somebody in my life, and I didn't want to say anything until I had told them first. But I'm going to be at Gamer Fest tomorrow. From I believe it's 11 a.m. I'm going to be helping out at Dakota Irish's tabletop zone, and I'm going to be helping run a couple of games there with the help of the one, the only, the rookie DM. We are both going to be teaming up at a table, and I have tentatively given us a team name. I haven't told him about this, so he's going to be equally surprised when I start calling us the Dreadful Rookie. So, yeah, that's going to be a Gamer Fest tomorrow. So if anybody is hanging out at Gamer Fest, come say hi at Dakota Irish's tabletop zone. So there's that. The third thing is more of a project that is still, there we go, Drookie DM. The third thing I wanted to announce is something, it's a project that's still in its kind of early stages. I'm allowed to announce it, but I'm very much, things are still a little bit up in the air, but I can confirm one or two things. So, one of the things I've been working on is trying to bring more D&D and tabletop RPGs into my local community, because it was something I did not have when I was younger, and that sucked. And I would like to provide a space for that. And one of the first steps to that is seeing if anyone actually wants it. So, with the help of Monaghan County Library, I'm going to be holding a D&D Taster Day, or I'm calling it the Call to Adventure. And it's just going to be me DMing, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. It's actually really good because there's only going to be 2 sessions that day. It's going to be on... This is subject to change, but for now, it is going to be on the 13th of June. And there's going to be 2 sessions, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. But because of just space and the fact that it's only me, we are only going to allow a maximum of 5 players. That's right. So, you have to nothing has been set up in terms of registration. This is just me being like, hey, this is a thing that I am doing. If you want to do it, you got to get on it, because there's only going to be 10 spots total on it. So just make sure that if you know anybody in the Monaghan area and they've been saying, I want to try D&D, but I don't want to commit to like a full-time campaign, just say, listen, friendo, I got you. Go to Clonus Library on the 13th of June. My girl, the dreaded DM, or Dread, or Caitlin, she'll be there, and she'll be running a cheeky one-shot. We've got some first timers in the chat, and some people who have been so nice to me. Deranged Rhino is here, and everybody's coming. And Smick Bob 89. I know who that is. But my brain is failing me and I can't remember names. And I'm just gonna move the chat up a little bit. Yeah, you are my sheep mom. I did remember, because I was like, my brain has melted and I was afraid. I'm sorry, Dave. So, for anyone who doesn't know, Deranged Rhino and Ethnic Bob, Dave and Shane, they are both lovely DMs from Penny Dragon Games, where me and Snee played our one shot. Shane was our DM. He is my sheep mom, and it's great. So if you've got the time, make sure you go over there and check them out. Because I know I had fun, and apparently all of Snee's friends think I'm cool. Honestly, that's the only reason why you should go. My mom also thinks I'm cool. But I've digressed quite a bit. I just wanted to mention, if anybody is around Clonus Library on the 13th of June, well, actually, no, you need to register beforehand, but I don't think that's been set up yet. If anyone is around, I'm running some games, and they're free. So if you know anybody around Monaghan who wants to try some new games, like, check me out. Oh, yeah, Ryan, you've got to go. That's fine. I knew you had a game. I do appreciate you stopping by. Have a good one. I'll try to stop by for your game later. So, onto my game, because that is also important. Today I am playing a brand new game. It is called, very simply, Quill. From what I understand, it is a very simple letter writing game. You get points for how well you write a letter. You pick a character, and each character has different strengths and statistics, and basically we win if we write a good letter. The pen is mightier than the sword, as they say, and now they've gamified that more. I read ahead a little. I just read ahead on the rules. This is a game that uses 3d6 and 3d6 only. I did also look at the scenarios, so we'll just go through. We'll go through right now. Too far. So, this game was created by Scott Malthouse. Honestly, great name. If anyone has ever been to Dundalk, there is a pub there called the Malthouse, and it's not too far away from Dundalk Institute of Technology. I went to college there, and had many a nice wee pint in the Malthouse. I'm over 18 though, so, and I was at the time also. Moving on. Okay. So, for this game, you pick a character, but it's more kind of class than a character, if that makes sense. They ain't picking my name for me. They ain't doing none of that for me. So, yay! A dork who likes me is tuning in. So there are 3 characteristics or attributes in this game that use the 3d6. One is penmanship, and sure, you know what? My whole thing is that I read these out, so let's read these out. Penmanship. Penmanship determines the aesthetic style of your writing, how your quill marks flow, and the ability to leave a parchment free of ink blotches. Good penmanship can make a letter look pleasing to the eye of the recipient. The best penmanship will make a letter into a piece of art. So all I can really imagine is like what penmanship is are you able to do like Book of Kells style of writing where everything is beautifully illustrated, like the first letter of like a paragraph has got like pictures of dragons and wolves and beautiful embroidery? That's what penmanship is. Okay. The second is language. Language determines how eloquent you are, showing how broad your vocabulary is. Having a high language score shows that you have a fine grasp of your native lexicon. And I know what lexicon means. So, I think that means my language will be high. Heart. The third and the final attribute. Heart determines the sheer emotion and effort you imbue in your letters. The higher your heart, the more of your soul you can pour into your writing, and the more persuasive your writing becomes. Okay. I think I got this. And each attribute is rated poor, average, or good, which will determine how many dice I roll. So if I have poor, 1 dice, average 2, and good 3. All right. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. So there are a variety of characters, but I will say this. Like, I had a look through this particular sheet earlier, and while we're going to go through it a little bit more just to kind of get our own grasp of the rules. The characters and the scenarios from this core set of rules are actually not what I'm going to be using, but I'll get into that more in a little sec. Let's see here. Ooh! New friend, who dis? I did not see who the new friend is. Hold on. I need to find new friends. Thank you for the follow. I'm about to find out now. Because I did a silly, and you know what? I did a silly. But that's okay. I'll find out. I'm sure. If you're feeling brave, type your name into the chat. I'd love to find shout you out and say thank you. And just before we continue on, I'm only 6 away from my goal of 50 followers. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Name thyself, new follower. Okay, so characters, we're ignoring that for now because I'm going to be using something a little different. Here we go. This is what I wanted. I wanted to find the rules because the rules can be a little bit confusing. Okay. Yep. Rules! I really need to learn how to use this scroller. Okay. The rules. A game of Quill begins with a scenario, which you can find further in this book, which we will not. The scenario sets out who I am writing to and why I'm writing to them. Any special rules that apply to the specific scenario, and the words that I will be using as a part of my letter. Ah! More friends! Ah! Oh! You have named thyself DB Gibson. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate you, appreciate your face. And I am going to really quickly get that overlay up here. No, that's the wrong way. I'm so good at being technical. There we go. No, that didn't work either. Okay, that should be it now. Thank you for the follow. I'm sorry that my technical skills were so quickly demonstrated to be bad. Anyways, So, where were we? So the scenario tells us who we're writing to, any special rules that apply to that scenario, and what specific words that we have to use. So we have to use specific words whenever we do this. It is entirely up to us what we write in each paragraph of each letter. But as long as I'm following the story that is presented in the profile and using the words in the ink pot, which I'm sure will be explained, we can do whatever. In Quill, the aim is to write a letter using the words in the ink pot and get the highest score at the end of the scenario. You have 5 paragraphs to achieve this, and in each paragraph, you must use just one of the words from the ink pot. All right. Alrighty, righty. Okay, and we can add flourishes, which are adverbs or adjectives, so describing words. Really hard. If there's anybody here who's still in secondary school or high school, if you're American, really giving you those English class flashbacks, huh? Okay. So apparently there are inferior words and there are superior words, and you have to roll a language die to see which one you use. The superior words are the ones that will give you points. Inferior words are the ones that will not. And a penmanship test is basically done at the end of each paragraph when you're done writing it. And it will determine how messy your handwriting is. My handwriting in real life is chicken scratch, so I've already failed. And apparently there are skills that I can use. So that's fun. But I can only use it once. I can only use it one skill per scenario. That is also fun. Okay, so there are 3 ways to score points using the superior words. Successful penmanship test. And flourish words. If I can put flourishes on superior words, so if I can put describing words into with superior words, I get 2 points. But if I use a describing word on an inferior word, not only do I not get any points, my points get reduced. Can't use a nice word to describe something okay. Okay. So, in Quill, I must write 5 paragraphs. I can add any word I want from the ink pot, but I cannot use it again once it's been used. Gotcha. Oh, you graduated last night, Snee. Congratulations. I remember my graduation night. It was weird. There was a lot of drama. Not even with me and like my fellow students. We actually got on okay. It was actually between me and my teachers. But I'm not going to talk about that. Because of things. All right. So, like I said, I'm going to leave the rule summary here. You guys can read that as you want. Oh, and Kelly graduated with you too. Congratulations to you both. I'm going to leave the rule summary here. As I say, I'm not going to be using the characters or the scenarios in this particular rule book, because while when I read the rules, I instantly fell in love. I think this is a great idea. The scenarios felt a little bit too, like aristocracy for me. And when I got this game, I discovered that a very interesting game that I've been wanting to try for a while, just because it sounds super interesting. I wanted to try, but unfortunately it is a traditional tabletop game where you need more than just yourself. So they made us this game, these publishers made a supplement to go with it called, oh, wrong way, The Letters of the Damned. And the Letters of the Damned were made by Morkborg, by the creators of that game. I've never played Morkborg. I don't know a lot about the lore, but even just the glimpse that I've got from reading this has made me want to play it desperately. I decided to use this supplement just because the characters just seemed a little bit more fun, and the scenarios they lend themselves more to being connected through story. So, and honestly, who doesn't like this artwork? Is sick as hell. That was the other reason too. It's just like, dang, I love this artwork. Okay, so a couple of the, I keep thinking classes. They're not classes. They are characters. So we've got the Priest of Morrow. We've got a Barrow Knight. We've got a Dirge Poet. An Eldritch Scholar. A Damned Sovereign. That's how most people feel about sovereignty these days, without naming any particular sovereignties. A Pale Jester, and that's it. So Pale Jester, Damned Sovereign, Eldritch Scholar, Dirge Poet, Barrow Knight, and Priest of Morrow. Now, I already like writing poetry. Poetry is one of the first forms of, well, it's not the first, but definitely the second, where I developed a style of my own. Where I actually actively worked on it. I haven't written poetry in a long time, but I have the soul of a poet, so I'm going to be picking a dirge poet. Mournful lyrics leave my pen, ushering on the dead to the void. My words carry doom in every syllable, and those who listen face an unbelievable sadness. Yeah, that's usually what my poetry inspires, sadness. My sonnets are of skeletons, the stanzas dripping with marrow. My songs drip with agony, accompanied by the pained lilt of a minor key. Yeah. Those are my vibes, yeah. Okay. And because I am a dirge poet, I can choose one of these skills that can only be used once per scenario. So the first one is Doom Rhyme. Include a rhyming couplet in each of my paragraphs to gain an extra point at the end. Each paragraph, five couplets. Agonizing sadness. I aim to make the recipient weep. At the end of each scenario, make a heart test. On a success, gain an extra point. Okay. Or Versatile Gloom. My sorrowful words are all that matters. Once per scenario, I may roll a language test in place of a penmanship test. Ooh. And my penmanship is poor. Now, do I go for what I know will be more entertaining? I've answered my own question. Yes, of course I'm going to go for the more entertaining one. What? Like, come on. I do want to min-max them. There's no getting away from the min-maxing goblin that I am. So, I'm going to copy that. So, it recommends that you write these letters with paper and pen. I'm not going to do that. I'll just be straight up. So, I've got myself a little, and I can't see anything. Oh, good. There we go. So I'm going to use Google Docs instead. And It's okay, guys. The penmanship thing will still count because I'm terrible at typing. Actually terrible. And especially because of my carpal tunnel has been acting up since yesterday, I'm going to be even worse. And for the giggles, I will be doing Doom Rhyme. You go big or you go home, right? I am home. I don't have to go big. I could just go to bed. Doom Rhyme. I feel like there's going to be a lot of that noise tonight. Okay, so let's get our first scenario. Okay. Road of Flies. Okay. What is that? Ex Mortis? I'm going to say Ex Mortis. Night Terrors. Oof. That one hits too close to home. I like it. I'm probably going to end up doing that one, but we'll see the others. Sweet Tongue. I don't like how that looked or felt in my mouth, so no, I didn't like that one. Blighthold War. And I could homebrew one, but I'm not going to homebrew one because ain't nobody got that time, baby. So, let's start with Night Terrors. So, I am corresponding with the court wizard, Tia Coppergut. Her nightmares are creeping into reality and slaughtering people. She needs your help. You have found a ruined book containing a spell for night terrors. You must piece together the ritual and ingredients required in the book and relay to Thera before it's too late. This feels like a lot of pressure. I'm just a writer. Actually, no, that's exact. Oh my god. Okay. So the rules of correspondence. Each paragraph is a step of the ritual. And I'm not a scholar. Damn it. I knew I should have min-maxed. And I must use 2 ingredients. And these are the words in the ink pot. Ugh. The word lick. Ugh. So the ones on the left are the inferior words. We can use them, but we won't get any points for using them. And the word on the right is the superior word. So these are the words that we want to use. And even in this scenario, they are right. Parsley is better. Parsley is inferior to thyme. Thyme is supreme. I will die on that hill. So full of thyme. Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna write a letter. And each one has to be the step of the ritual. What was her name? Thea Coppergut. Old wizard. Okay. I'm going to zoom in a little bit just to make sure that you guys can see the letter. There we go. Okay. I feel like I feel like an old lady with my screen zoomed all the way in. Okay. We're writing a letter. 5 paragraphs long, and it needs to be a ritual to get rid of nightmares, and has to have ingredients to it, and also has to have very specific words. Got it. Okay. I haven't written a letter in years. Okay. Let's start simple. Dear. Nailed it. Dear. Okay. I am a poet. We know this. And I am going to... What I'm actually going to do, right? I'm going to say that this wizard, Thea, she's a personal friend of mine. So, okay. My dearest Thea. Do a little tab. Because you don't... You want to... We're making it aesthetic. Okay. When I heard of your... I'm going to move my mic up to me a bit, just to try and reduce the amount of clickety-clackety you guys are going to hear. It's somewhat inevitable. I do apologize. Okay. My dearest Thea, when I heard of your plight, I knew, and this is where my spelling will become clear that it's bad, and also grammar. I'm doing great. I knew immediately what I must do. I have long held in... Oh, that I hate. Like, what is that? What type of... No. There we go. Better. No, that's just gonna... Yeah, I'm still gonna have the same problem. I just have to live with it looking a little bad. There we go. I guess that'll do. I have long held in my possession most... Okay, let's see what the words are. Light up, whisper. Okay, nothing yet that I need to roll for, but... Ooh, I could roll so I could say that this book is made of blood. Yes, I could say it's covered in blood, but I have to roll for that. In a most disgusting book, which appears to contain be covered in... Okay, so like I said, I have a good language skill, and what's my language is good. There we go. My language is good, so that means I can roll 3 dice, and I will pass this test if one of my 3 dice is a 5 or a 6. Otherwise, I have to use the inferior word, and I get no points for it. Yeah! I got a 6! Awesome. So I can say it's covered in blood. What would it have been if I had... What would have been the other? Tears. That works too. I don't think that's inferior. I just think it's different. Covered in... Ooh. If I add an adjective in... In... Old blood. Like, old is a describing word. Old blood. That may hold the answer to your plight. No, not plight. Not blight, plight with a P. I accidentally made it rhyme, even though I decided in my head that I wasn't going to use the I said I would use the skill, but I've already maybe I haven't failed yet. Still only the first paragraph. Okay, I got this. So, I have long held in my possession a most disgusting book, which appears to be covered in old blood. It may hold the answer to your plight. Come now, my friend, and we shall turn your darkness into light. Booyah! Rhyming couplet. Let's go. Next paragraph. It took me some time to decipher the first step of this dreaded ritual. Okay, so I only need to use one of these words per paragraph. So, but it has to be used. So, it took me some time to decipher the first step of this dreaded ritual. 'Tis a foul affair indeed. You must go to the market at once and buy... What's a good number? Chat, give me a number. Between 1 and 100. Anybody there? Okay, I'll give another few seconds to see if anyone will give me a number. Pick a number, any number. Okay, y'all slow. Let's go 8. Buy 8 baskets of, okay? Um, my goal, I want it to be time. So let's see if we can get that. I don't, so I have to use parsley. Ugh. Well, parsley's nice too, but you know, it ain't time. 8 baskets of parsley. Bummer. Bring it back to your home and light one full basket on fire. When the smoke has cleared, add the 7 other baskets into a boiling cauldron and stir. Oh, I need to do another couplet. Stir. Stir the pot's contents tense fence meant ooh, I know. You must stir the pot's contents until the smell of parsley is immense. Okay. Okay, so that's 2. Third. Hold fast, dear friend. The ritual only gets stranger from here. Once when the parsley soup is simmering, you You must add something precious. Crap, I can't use parsley again. I've just realized. So, so I'm going to have to get rid of the parsley. Well, except for, like, the first time I used it. I can use it once, but I can't use it again after that. Until the smell of herb is immense. When the green... There we go. When the green soup is simmering, you must add something precious of... You must add something precious, something glimmering. Boom! Take to your possessions and find okay. Oh, go. I got it. I've got it. So, silver dagger, brass dagger. Okay. That's the goal. That's how those are one of those are the ones I want to use. Preferably brass, even though I don't understand why brass would be more valuable than silver, but it must be something in lore that I don't quite understand. Yes, 6. I guess we get a brass dagger. I'm gonna change take to search your possessions and find your mother's brass dagger. Don't worry. It won't be thrown into the soup. But you will need to steel yourself for the next step in this cursed ritual. Oh, sorry, I just got a quick little thing. Do, 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 do. Okay, cool. Everything is fine. Everybody relax. Everything is fine. Okay. So, we are now at paragraph 1, 2, 3, fourth. Fourth step of the ritual. No. Third step, fourth paragraph. Okay. I know you are squeamish. Squeamish. Yes, I mean that. Thank you, Google. Thank you, Dark Overlords. I know you are squeamish. So, I know you are squeamish. And I take no pleasure in making you see this. Killing it on these rhymes. Absolutely fucking killing it. Language. Thea. There we go. Hey. Thank you so much for the follow, Reprobate Gamer. Really appreciate you and your face. Thank you for coming by the stream. Oh, today's good. You've caught me in the middle of writing a letter to my dear friend Thea. She's doing a ritual to get rid of her nightmares, and I'm about to tell her to do something super gross. Well, I appreciate the drop in and the follow. And hi to you too. Thea, I know you are squeamish, and I take no pleasure in making you see this. I get extra points if I throw in rhyming couplets into every paragraph that I write. I have to write 5. And right now I'm 4 for 4. But it must be done to ensure your peaceful slumber. I am making it up as I go along. So far she's had to buy 8 baskets of parsley, and she smoked out her house with one of the baskets of parsley and threw the other 7 baskets into a large pot and stirred it continuously to make a soup. And she's had to find a precious brass dagger given to her by her mother. And now she's going to do some fun science dissection. But it must be done to ensure your peaceful slumber. It is no secret that this place, like most places, is infested with rats. With vermin. Very normal stuff, yeah. Like most places is infested with vermin. I can only use certain words once, so I'm trying to be extremely careful in how I'm phrasing things. Find one such creature. Okay. So, my goal, as always, is to get the superior word. The superior words are the ones that get me the points, and the superior words are the ones on the right here. So far, we've only gotten one inferior word. Parsley. So let's see, because I want to get rat lung. The likelihood is that I'm going to get toad. Toad's gallbladder. And again, I'm not. I feel like there's a significance to a lot of these that I'm not getting because I don't know the Morkborg universe very well. I pretty much only know the little lore that is dropped here. So to me, one is not inferior to the other. They're about the same amount of gross. So, but we're going for a rat slung. And we get one. Who doesn't love a rat slung? Find one such creature. And yeah, let's get that grammar good. Oh, and start the sermon. That is a good couplet, but I only need one couplet per paragraph, and I've already got it. Thea, I know you are squeamish, and I take no pleasure in making you see this. It's. I think that rhymes. That rhymes. Yeah. Find one such creature, and with your mother's knife, remove with your mother's knife, remove the rat's lung and add it to the brew in the coal. How do you spell cauldron? Nice. Go have fun and see you later. Thanks for stopping by. And add it to the cauldron. I don't know why I kept not pressing the full stop. The end is in sight. Thea. Do not let your nerve fail you at this final crucial junction. No, I said nerve, and I meant nerve. I don't care if it's not grammatically correct or whatever. Okay. Do not let your nerve fail you at this final crucial junction. Now, the final... I hate that. The final step must be completed quickly, or all is lost. Remove the pot from the fire and bring it, not pring, bring, and bring it to your bedroom. Once there, you must pour okay, and final word. Okay. So I want spit. I'm not going to say why at this current juncture. Yes, I get it. Spit. Once there, you must pour the contents of the pot in a circle around your bed. Take the offal. For anyone who doesn't know, offal is another word for guts and viscera. I could say viscera, but I'm going to say offal because offal, I believe, if there are any cooks out there, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure a lung falls under offal because you can eat it. Maybe. Take the offal and eat it. Place the knife place the knife under your pillow and then finally spit on the top of your pillow where you will inevitably lay your head. I wish it... Crap. I need the last couplet. I wish I didn't. Not have to sully your bed, but needs must when night terrors knock on the door. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, no, that 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, this is 5. I hope this for your sake. I hope this ritual works. I don't know what I would do if I lost you to your own mind. Stay safe, my friend, and I will check on you as soon as I am able. With love and fear. I never decided on a name, did I? Jeb. Franklin. That's right, my name is Jeb Franklin. Okay, so we have our first letter. Let's have a read through the whole thing before we jot up the points. My dearest Thea, when I heard of your blight, I knew immediately what I must do. I have long held in my possession a most disgusting book, which appears to be covered in old blood. It may hold the answer to your plight. Come now, my friend, and we shall turn your darkness into light. It took me some time to decipher the first step of this dreaded ritual. 'Tis a foul affair indeed. You must go to the market at once and buy 8 baskets of parsley. Bring it back to your home and light one basket on fire. When the smoke has cleared, add the 7 other baskets into a boiling cauldron and stir. You must stir the pot's contents until the smell of herb is immense. Hold fast, dear friend, the ritual only gets stranger from here. When the green soup is simmering, you must add something precious, something glimmering. Search your possessions and find your mother's brass dagger. It won't be thrown in the soup, but you will need to steel yourself for the next step in this cursed ritual. Thea, I know you are squeamish, and I take no pleasure in making you see this, but it must be done to ensure your peaceful slumber. It is no secret that this place, like most places, is infested with vermin. Find one such creature. With your mother's knife, remove the rat's lung and add it to the brew in the cauldron. The end is in sight, Thea. Do not let your nerve fail you at this final, crucial junction. The final step must be completed quickly or all is lost. Remove the pot from the fire and bring it to your bedroom. Once there, you must pour the contents of the pot in a circle around your bed. Take the offal and eat it. Place the knife under your pillow and finally spit on the top of your pillow where you will inevitably lay your head. I wish I did not have to sully your bed, but needs must when night terrors knock on the door. For your sake, I hope this ritual works. I don't know what I would do if I lost you to your own mind. Stay safe, my friend, and I will check on you as soon as I am able. With love and fear, Jeb Franklin. Listen, I don't know about you guys. I think that sounds pretty good. I have made some grammatical errors. I forgot to add an S to baskets. I'm not going to change herb. There we go. I don't remember who exactly taught me my my grammar. All I can say is I'm sorry. But we're not here for that. We're here for the points. Let's get to the points. So, oh, I forgot. I forgot to do a lot of things. So I can't look at that right now. Let's add up these points. So, we were able to use quite a few superior words, which I'm quite happy about. Let's get a highlighter in here. Let's highlight the superior words red. So, oh, and we were able to augment that word. There we go. Old blood. So that's we'll highlight them first, and we've got our first rhyming couplet. Let's make those green. I feel like I am finally the English teacher my parents maybe wanted me to be. I'm marking a letter assignment. Okay. So this is an inferior word, so I don't get any points for that, unfortunately. But I do get points for another rhyming couplet. And then once again, rhyming couplet. Let's go. And we have here superior word. Once again, rhyming couplet. Guys, I'm killing it with the rhyming couplets. Let's go. And another rat's lung. Oh, I highlighted the wrong color, so that's red, and this is green. Yep, so for reasons I don't think any of us will ever understand, the superior word was spit in this one. And then this was a really I kind of I'll admit that I kind of took the piss with the last rhyming couplet. It's super long. Place the knife on top of your pillow where you'll inevitably lay your head. I wish you did not have to sully your bed. Like, I made it the wrong color again, but I'm pretty sure that a rhyming couplet is meant to be 2 lines. And while this is technically 2 lines, I think the line should be the same length. But I almost think I should get double points for having my superior word in my couplet. But, you know, it is what it is. Alright. So, let's see how many superior words. 1, 2. This is a couplet. That is red. That is wrong. That's not what a color is. That is what you all know. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4. Remember, parsley was not. Let's make that brown for poop. Parsley was an inferior word, so I don't get any points for that. But I don't think I lose any points either. So, let's see here. So a superior word is worth 1 point, and I got one floor superior word, which is 2 points. So that's a total, I believe a total of 5 in that regard. Oh, and I forgot to do penmanship tests. So let's do all those now. So I have to do 5 penmanship tests to make sure that the writing itself is neat. So, and what am I on that? I am not good at that. So, no. Okay, so first one I don't get. Second paragraph. Whoops. That one is fell out. I do get it for that one. It's on a 5 and a 6, remember, on either of the die. So, 1 point. Two points. I got another 5. Three points. Another 5. I'll swap out the dice to make sure that I'm not. Double 6s. So that is 4 penmanship tests total. I got a little blot of ink on the first one. I was just, because I was, I'm writing to a friend in need. I was super scared for their welfare. And I only used one flourish, so that's fine. Okay. Oh, and I was trying to think. I know I can add something else. And I did use 2 ingredients, the parsley and the rat's blood, not the rat's lung, and technically, I guess, the spit. So it didn't give me a cap on how many ingredients I could use. It gave me a cap on it gave me a minimum number of ingredients. I needed 2 and I used more than that. So that's good. Let's see. And as everyone can clearly see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 5 rhyming couplets. So that is 1 extra point for a total of 10 points. So when we know how many points we have for each letter, that will decide the outcome of the letter. So how this letter is received. And like Morkborg seems pretty heavy. Like I caught a glimpse of like one of the other scenarios where like somebody straight up died because of the letter. I can't remember the reason. I just saw that they died, and that seems like a hard overreaction to getting a letter. So let's find out here. So I got 10 points. Thea responds within the week. The night terrors continue, but I've grown much weaker, almost harmless. Gain an automatic pass on our next heart test. Ah, that's nice. Auto pass next heart test. Okay. Well, we didn't get rid of Thea's night terrors, but at least she's getting a little better sleep. And that's really all you can ask for, really. Yeah. So, that's it for Quill, guys. I actually really enjoyed that. Really love stretching my improvisation muscles like that. And just playing like a fun little thing where we write something together. Well, you guys watch me write something. And yeah, no, that was actually a lot of fun. I think I'm going to do another one of these. We will 3 is always a solid number. Let's do 3 letters. This was the first, and Jeb Franklin will be writing more letters to other people. Maybe. What do I mean, maybe? Yes, he is going to be writing letters. Yeah, no, this was a lot of fun. I really liked this. Hopefully I'll remember to use more adjectives and adverbs in the places where I'm meant to. That's the important part. Because I think I wrote a pretty nice letter. But you guys let me know what you think. I'll have a link to this letter, a PDF of this letter, in the description of the videos, especially the one I put on YouTube, which is probably going to take a few months. I'll put the letter below, and you guys can decide whether I deserve 10 points or whether I gamed the system. But a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to playing another one. But enough of that nonsense. All right, let's go raid someone. I have a feeling I know who I'm going to raid, but let's see who's up. Let's see who's on. Ah, sure. We had quite a few of Penny Dragon nice guys. I'm sorry I said that. We had quite a few of the Penny Dragon guys come around here, and I really appreciate them. So let's go to their stream. Let's raid them. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching this stream. I really enjoyed it. Remember, Wednesdays, I'm going to be streaming from now on. And love your faces, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one, everybody. Good night.